I'm going to show you how to create a spreadsheet in Google. This can be done quite easily. Most people have Google, and Google Sheets is free to use. So if you don't have a Microsoft Excel account, Google Sheets is a great option. First, you'll want to go to Google, and then at the top right-hand corner, you're going to go to the 6 dots. It's usually to the left of your name if you have a Google account. And this is where you're going to find any of the Google apps that you might be looking for. So it's going to contain everything that's there. So I'm going to click on those 6 dots. I'll be able to see all of the Google applications. And if I scroll down a little bit, I'll be able to see Google Sheets. This is the generic version, if you will, of Microsoft Excel. So Google Sheets. I'll go ahead and click on that. It's going to bring up any other Google Sheets or spreadsheets that you might have created so that you can see them all. For this purpose, you're just going to be able to create a blank one. So I'm going to go here to the top left option and click where it says blank. This is then going to create the spreadsheet for myself. The first thing that I'll do is go ahead and give it a name so that I know what it's called and when I save it. So at the top left-hand corner where it says untitled spreadsheet, you can just click in here and call that whatever you want. So real estate links for Facebook. Maybe I'll call it that. You can also use the star to help you find it later if you want, but I'm going to teach you how to actually download it and save it on your computer, which is the easiest way to find it. Notice that it already saved it. So that's the nice thing. You don't have to click save or anything like that. It auto saves, and this little cloud icon will give you your document status. And so if it has a little check mark in the cloud, it means that it is saved in. So another advantage. So here, the main thing that you'll want to do is just create your headers and get the spreadsheet ready for you to add links later. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the titles from my current spreadsheet, and I'm going to paste them there just so that we can see. So these are generally the titles that I use. I document the area of the city that I'm going to have the link for, the description of the link, perhaps the post verbiage. So what text I'm going to use in the post. I find putting that in there makes it nice and easy. The bit.ly or tiny URL link, and then the website URL that it actually goes to. So those would be the headings that I would suggest. Of course, you can do whatever you want to do, but this is what I have found the most helpful. Then I'm going to show you how to save this before we create anything else. And what you'll just want to do is download it. So if you just go to File and then Download, you can download that. You probably will not have all of these options. It's going to just depend on what's in your system. So you're going to want to download that as a CSV file. That is what the Google Sheets are. So download that somewhere in your file system that you know that you can get to, that you'll remember where it is, and then that way it will be saved. What we will be doing, and I'll switch to my spreadsheet so you can see, what we're going to be doing is filling this out based off of what we want to post out on Facebook. So for the area, you're going to have maybe all the different areas of the town that you are in, or the area that you cover. For the description, then it is going to just be the description of what that is. And so I just gave myself very simple descriptions like single family home, all prices, single family homes under 500, townhomes, all prices, things that I would personally know. This is not something the public is going to see. It's just for me. This column called post is what the public is going to see. So this is the text that I usually just copy and paste into Facebook when I'm posting. Again, you don't have to have this field, but I find that it just makes it easier. I don't have to stop and think about it every time. The next column that I have is the shortened link. I actually use tinyURL, but you can use bit.ly as well. I think tinyURL is a little user-friendly. And then the actual website URL. So this is the actual link to my website. And I keep that on there too, just in case something gets messed up or whatever, and I want to be able to have it. So those are the columns that I create and the columns that I use for my spreadsheet. I'm going to give you a quick demonstration on how you can collect the links from your website so that then you can post them on Facebook. Here is my website, and this happens to be EXP, but it doesn't matter what brokerage you're with. They all work about the same. So first thing I'll do is put in my area, and maybe I want to look for Scottsdale, Arizona, since it's already there. If it wasn't Scottsdale, I could type in anything, right? So I'll look for Peoria, Arizona, and then I will look for maybe just single family homes. So I'll get rid of all my other options. So single family homes, and maybe I want to look for a maximum of 600,000. Then I'm going to hit search, and it's going to find those properties for me. This particular website shows a map on the left, and it shows the homes on the right. What I like to do then is configure it the way that I want it to look when anyone clicks on this link. So currently it is doing high dollar to low dollar, and I prefer to change that from low dollar to high dollar. And I think people usually like to look at houses that way instead of starting out with the most expensive. So this is a way then that they can look. And then you can change anything that you want on here, filters, however you want to make it look, none of that matters. But once you finally get it how you want it to look, then you're going to copy that address. So at the top, I'm just going to click on the address bar. You'll notice all of it is highlighted. And then I'm going to save that. So I'm going to Control C on my keyboard. And now I'm going to paste that into my spreadsheet that we created in a previous video. So I'll go to my spreadsheet, and I'm going to post that under website URL. So I'm just going to paste that right there. Now, I need to know what area this is. So this is going to be Peoria, Arizona. And this was single family homes under 600. Again, that description is just for me. And I also use it when I'm shortening my URL. I'll show you in a different video. Then for the post is usually what I put in the actual Facebook. So maybe check out these Peoria, Arizona homes under 600K. And then you can move your spreadsheet so that you can see a little bit better all of the information. You can also make it wrap if you needed to do that as well. So then I have my area, my description, what I'm going to post, and my website URL. At this point, I would just go back to my website and grab another link. So if I went back to my website, I can go back to the home page and grab another link. Let's say this one I wanted to do, Lee Summit. Lee Summit, Missouri. Maybe this time I just wanted to do townhouses. So I'll leave that for townhouses, and I will do a maximum, let's do 400. So I'll search for those. It'll give me everything that is there in the Lee Summit, Missouri area. Notice my last one was Arizona. This one is Missouri. It's only going to pull up whatever is in your MLS. And then again, I usually try to change them from price being smallest to largest. And then I could change any other filters that I wanted, but I'm fine with that. So again, I'm going to click on the address anywhere, doesn't matter where, just click on it. It'll be highlighted. All of it will be highlighted. And then I'm going to just copy that, Control C, and add that to the next line for my website URL. And then I need to make note that this one is Lee Summit, Missouri, and this is townhomes under 400K. And then if I wanted to, I could wrap it. I usually just space out my spreadsheet so I can see it. And then I'll put maybe, looking for a townhome in Lee Summit, Missouri. Now, the reason I put Missouri is because, remember, this is a public Facebook website. So anyone across the country, or probably the world, could see it. And if I just put Lee Summit, they're not going to know that that's in Missouri. Or if I put Peoria, is that Peoria, Illinois, or is that Peoria, Arizona? So be sure to go ahead and be real specific with the location. And that's how I add it. I generally will fill up my whole spreadsheet, get all of my links, save it. Remember, it's automatically saving for me, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I download the latest copy once I have it completely full. And then the next step will be to actually shorten the links. This is an example of how you can shorten any website link. For this demonstration, I am using the website for tinyurl.com. There are other sites that can do this. I just find this one the easiest. You'll notice that you will need to sign up for a free account when you first come in. Doesn't matter. This is one of the reasons I like this site, is that you can do a lot of them. On Bitly, I think you're limited to like 10 a day. But on this one, I found that I could create all of them that I needed to. So you'll have to sign up for free. And then once you've done that, you can create your URLs. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. One of the reasons I like this website is it's so easy. The first thing I'll do is I'll go grab the URL that I want to shorten. So I'm going to go back to my real estate spreadsheet. I'm going to click on the first one, and then I can just copy that link. Then I'm going to go to tinyurl.com, and I'm just going to paste the really long link in there. Here's the key, and the key is your alias. In other words, what do you want it to look like when it's shortened? And this is why I go back to my real estate spreadsheet and I look at my description. So this was Peoria, Arizona, single family homes under 600. So I usually enter something like that in the alias. So maybe Peoria, single family home 600. So again, just something that I will know basically what that means. Then you just click shorten link. It shortened it for me. So notice the long one is at the top and my tiny URL is at the bottom. I can just select copy, go back to my spreadsheet, and paste it right there. Boom, now I have that. And to show you that it works, I'll go and create a new page, paste that tiny URL, and then it's going to bring up my website, Peoria, single family homes under 600. And notice it is priced small to large, just like how I saved it. From there, if I wanted to create the next one, I do the same thing. Click on my link, just copy it, go to the URL, and start over again. Click shorten another, and do the process again. This was Lee Summit townhomes under 400. So I would probably do Lee Summit. I do townhome 400, so that I would know that. Go ahead and shorten it, copy that, and paste it into my spreadsheet. Now, when I'm done with my spreadsheet, be sure to download that latest copy so that you have all of those links. I'm now going to post my website links on my real estate Facebook page. This will go fairly fast because I've already shown how to do most of this in another video. If you've not caught that, they are listed in my YouTube. This is the planner for my Facebook page. And so I am going to go ahead and schedule these links out just like I would any other social media post. So I'm going to go ahead and click on schedule, let that populate, and then I can schedule when I want to do it. Usually the links, I'll do a little bit more in the afternoon, so 4 p.m. is fine with me. And then I'm going to go ahead and click save. Now, the difference here is that you cannot post links on Instagram. So I'm going to go ahead and unclick my Instagram. So it's only going to be on Facebook, unfortunately, that these can go. Instagram does not let you post links as of today, November 16, 2023. Hopefully that will change in the future. So here then I have a couple different options of how you want to do this. As usual with Facebook, there's more than one way to do something. I'm just going to show you kind of the couple ways that I like to do it. So first thing I'm going to go do is go back to my spreadsheet and grab my first tiny URL link. So again, I'm going to right click in that option, go ahead and copy that, and then go back to my Meta Business Suite. And there is a link option that I can go ahead and add my link here. However, I'll show you, it kind of has a quirk. It never works on the first time. So I'll put in my tiny URL link and I'll hit save. Notice that nothing happens. I'll do it again, hit save. And usually on the second, sometimes the third time, it will then populate. That's just a glitch with Facebook. I don't know why it does it. It's kind of a pain, but if you're going to use the link button, you might have to do it a couple times. But now it has populated and you can see that it shows the link down here, HTTPS tiny URL Peoria single family home 600. Remember, that's the description. That was the alias that I had entered in tiny URL. And it just populates a picture. You cannot control what picture it populates. It just chooses one magically. So that's not something that you can change by this method. You can control it other ways, but posting in this method, you cannot. Then I can add my text. So I'm going to go back and grab the text that I want, right click, copy, go here, paste my text, right click, paste. And now it says, check out these Peoria, Arizona homes under 600. I could change that, you know, if I wanted to, or if I wanted to make it any kind of different. And then again, 6 or 4 p.m. and then just hit schedule. And it really is that simple. The only hard part to it is getting sometimes those links to populate. I'm going to do another one so I can show you a second way to do the link. And let me uncheck the Instagram. I have found that if I don't uncheck the Instagram, it doesn't populate the link. So there's that. All right, I'm going to go check and grab my second tiny URL link by clicking on it and hitting copy. And I'm going to go here. Now, this time, I am going to just give myself a couple spaces in the text box and paste that link. You'll notice when I do that, then it will actually populate the link for me. So this is another way to do it if you don't want to use the actual link button that you have to put in a couple times. I'm going to go grab my words that I want, copy, paste that at the top, and then I delete this link. It will stay there. Notice that it's listed down below. So it knows the link. I just don't want it in my text. So you can do it either way, using the link button, which you might have to populate a couple times, or pasting it in there and removing it. Now, there wouldn't be any problems if it actually stayed there. If I hadn't deleted it, I just don't like how it looks. So here is the second one, and again, schedule. So play around with that, see if you can get those scheduled, and then be able to see those. And then if I go to wherever I posted those, you'll be able to see there, 6 p.m. And 4 p.m. And you'll be able to see those that I have posted.